happy Wednesday. Halfway through the week. What have you all been up to? I can't see the comments, so I better get them up, hadn't I? How's your week been? It's been busy here. It's been beautiful and hot here today, so we are very happy. Last week we're freezing cold. Today we're really hot. So we've got another show tonight with Sharna Burcher joining us. But before we do, I'm really bad at the housekeeping stuff. So I just want to let you know, those of you that have been sharing, thank you very much, because I have seen those shares and I really thank you, because that makes a big difference. And for those of you that have been jumping on and requesting the songs and telling me that you've been requesting them, thank you, because it does help everybody, and it's great to hear that, you know, you're adding to your playlists and things from watching, so it's brilliant. Hi Kayleen, thank you for joining again. You're always one of the first to pop in, so that's fantastic. We might welcome Sharna into the room. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for joining.
No, thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. I was just looking at the photos behind you. That's great. That's gorgeous photo.
That's my little stepdaughter when she was a baby.
Oh, it's very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're just looking cool. You've had really hot weather as well. Where are you at the moment?
Pardon? Where am I? I'm in Broken Hill.
Yeah.
In Broken Hill. Yeah.
Excellent. I don't know what that was. A bit of no. I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know what that is either.
Hopefully it stops. Let us know if you can't hear us, everybody. Kayleen has already popped into the room and so she said hi. I'm just taking it easy. Yeah, so we're here to talk about your new single and your upcoming album. But before we do, you've had another album before. What started you in music, and why have you gone down the country path?
You're cutting out a bit there, but I think I got that. Yeah, so I done Living on Closing Time back in 2015. Bill produced that one for me as well. So that's been out in the world for a while now. So I thought it was time to get back in the studio and release something else.
How exciting. And you went to Nashville to record this album?
Yes, right? Yeah, flew to Nashville last August and got straight into the studio and got it all done, and yeah, it was very exciting.
Wonderful. Now, you released the single Backwoods Town. Tell us about writing that and the process and what gave you the idea for the song.
So I actually co-wrote this one with Bill. It was the first song that we've ever co-written together. Like, we've known each other since 2013, and we didn't write until 2018, which was when we wrote Backwoods Town. And we were just sort of sitting there and having a chat about like growing up in a small town. We're both from small towns. I'm from Broken Hill and he's from somewhere down in South Australia, and you know, where everyone knows everyone and everyone knows everyone's business, you know, like
worse.
Parents are getting phone calls about what you've done before you've even done it, that sort of thing. Yeah. So yeah, the song just really flowed from there, and it was the most fun I've ever had writing a song. It was just so much fun to come up with the characters and what their story would be, and yeah, like, and I haven't done a whole lot of co-writing before, so to sort of write that on probably my second co-write ever was it was cool.
So how long between writing and recording did you have that song for a while?
Yeah, so we wrote that, I think it was July 2018. So I'd had it, I'd been sitting on it for a good 12 months before we got in the studio.
Wow, that's patient.
Oh, there's songs on the new album that are from like 2016. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You have been writing for a long time to prepare for the upcoming album. Now, have you got that will be coming out? Is there any ideas of when that's coming at this stage?
Hopefully we'll get that out early next year.
Early next year. That's not far away.
No, it's not. It's a bit scary.
It's really close. Tell us a little bit, about about recording this song compared to your first album? Were you a lot more calm and expecting of the process, or was it completely different again?
It was completely different again, actually. I think my first album was great. Like I'd done that on the East Coast, and I'd never sort of been in that environment before doing an album. So that was all. It was all new, and it was eye-opening to see how the actual professionals work, because like I've got no idea what I'm doing. I still have no idea. So it was a real learning curve. But this one, it was like the same but completely different. Like it was because I was in Nashville and I was recording with these amazing musicians, and it was a little bit intimidating. Like I was so nervous playing my songs for them. But I felt a bit stronger, I guess, in myself as well, and I knew what I wanted. So it was easier for me if I didn't like something, or not that I didn't like it, but if I thought it could go a bit differently, like I wasn't scared to say.
Perfect. Yeah, you can't be, I guess. It's your art, isn't it? Like,
yeah, you got to have it.
I'm sorry about the interference. I don't know what it is. I'm not really sure. It wasn't doing it before, was it?
No, not when we went online. I don't know if it's here because it's a bit stormy here at the moment. So I don't know if it's my...
Could be the Wi-Fi. It could be. Well, if everyone can still hear us, we'll keep going. If it gets too hard to hear, let us know and we can try to do something about it. I don't know what, but we'll guess. Sound like we know what we're doing. Troy has popped in and said to say hi. And Kaylin said that she's visiting Broken Hill in September next year, which will come on very quickly.
Will come very quickly.
So, do you have plans for this album, the upcoming album?
Yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan, depending on COVID, obviously, and what borders will be open, and because who knows what's going to happen. But the plan is definitely to get it out there and do some shows and meet some people and have some fun.
Have some fun. Excellent. Kaylin said that she can understand every word, so that's
great. Good.
Thank you. Let us know if you do have trouble. So we were talking a little bit earlier ago. You've got a show coming up this weekend. Have you got any other shows booked already?
No, this is the first one. I can't even remember the last show I've done. So I'm very, very excited because I've been doing like the odd Facebook Live during the year, and I've gotten used to singing to my phone. But so I'm not sure how I'm going to go singing to actual people, but I'm very, very excited to do that on Saturday night.
It'll be like doing your first show all over again.
It will be. I'll be like a deer in the headlights, I think.
You're just going to have to bear with me, people, because I'm not used to this yet. So how have you been keeping busy throughout COVID? Obviously, you've been planning the release of this song and your upcoming album, but what else have you been doing?
Well, I work at the local hospital here, so that has kept me very busy. I've just pretty much worked all year, so I'm very, very lucky that I have a job and could go somewhere other than my house. But so
I know
and other than that, just trying to brush up on my songs and write a few more, but it's not much inspiration sitting in four walls.
No, inspiration's hard, isn't it? Troy has a question, and he said, who would you like to do a gig with, and where would you like to do that gig?
Oh,
that's a hard one.
Oh, it is a hard one. At the moment, I would like to do a gig with anyone, anywhere, because just to do a gig is exciting.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Are there any influences that you've had that have influenced your music over the, growing up to now?
Sorry.
Are there any artists that have influenced your music growing up right through to now?
Yeah. So growing up, my grandparents were very much into like Slim Dusty, Loretta Lynn, Tammy Wynette. I think my nan knows every single word to every single Loretta song. So I grew up listening to a lot of that. And then sort of once I found my own feet and started listening to my own stuff, I come across Casey and the Dead Ringer Band. So they were, especially Casey and her writing was a huge influence growing up. And lately Laurie McKenna, I just love Laurie. So yeah.
There's quite a few different influences through there, isn't there? Lots of different sides of country music, I guess you could say.
Yeah, there is. And then when I was younger, when I was a little girl, I wanted to be Susie Quattro. So there's just a bit of everything in there.
Throwing all sorts in. How old were you when you started singing?
I didn't pick up a guitar and start singing until I was 14.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was a bit of a late bloomer. The first song I did ever sing, though, on stage was Duncan at my dad's wedding when I was 5.
Did you get the names in order? Did you get the names in the right order?
No, I did not. I had family members standing in front of me yelling out names to say. So, and they all just had a beer with Duncan.
Yes. I love that song. You hear so many people do it, and I don't know how many times you've heard it, and the names and the just all muddled. And you think, that's a hard one to remember.
It's a hard one to remember. I don't think I could do it.
Now, you've obviously were planning to go on tour. Did you have any areas that you were specifically focusing on, or anywhere in particular that you were planning to head before COVID?
Not particularly. Probably like New South Wales side or South Australia, only because in Broken Hill it's just so far from anywhere. So it's I've got to sort of plan it smartly. I've got to be smart about it to it's just, there's nothing near us, so I'm smart when I plan it.
Now, I know that you said you're going to do a song. I hope that it sounds okay. Are you still happy to do a song?
Yeah. I'm still happy to do it as long as everyone can hear us okay, because
I think I can hear all right. It is just a bit of interference. I will give you the room, which will probably help this a little bit as well.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
All right, so this one is my new single, Backwoods Town. Oh, the weather here today is just awful, and my guitar is not coping with the weather. It's just doesn't want to stay in tune, doesn't want to do anything for me today. All right. Johnny got in trouble in the local bar. He was drunk and raising hell. He drove out of town and he wrecked his car, and now he's not doing so well. Sarah went and got herself knocked up. She was only 17. Johnny got arrested and he got locked up. Said the kid doesn't look like me. Train keeps rolling in right on time. Things round to never change. The creeks run dry and the grass don't grow. The sky here never rains. My Johnny's out of jail, got himself a job, but he lost it the very next day. Now he sits at the bar till closing time, drinking his life away. Sarah got tired of trying to make ends meet, ran off with Johnny's best friend. It was a talk in the town, cause they always said that kid looked just like him. The train keeps rolling in right on time, things round here never change. The creeks run dry and the grass don't grow, the sky here never rains. Miners rise to meet the sun, the fire shakes the ground. It's hard living, but it's all the same. That's life in a backwoods town. The train keeps rolling in right on time. Things round here never change. The creeks run dry and the grass don't grow. The sky here never rains. The miners rise to meet the sun. The fire shakes the ground. It's hard living, but it's all the same. That's life in a backwoods town. That's life in a backwoods town.
Wow, thank you. I love that song.
Thank you.
While we're at it, I don't know if everybody's heard that song, but where can they get it? Where can they get your previous album?
So it's on all digital platforms, that song at the moment. So iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, any way you listen to your music, it'll be there.
Perfect. And can they still get your album that you released in 2015?
When can they get it?
Can they still get it?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. That's all on the same platforms. If you want a hard copy, you can head to my website, www.sharnaburcher.com, and order one on there, and I'll send you a copy. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now, do you have any merchandise or anything other than albums that people can look at?
I have stubby holders. That's all I've got at the moment. But I'd rather be drunk stubby holders. So
Oh,
there's a song on my last album called I'd Rather Be Drunk. So yeah, gotta do
like
stuff.
Perfect. Nick has popped in and he said that the song was great and thank you.
Oh, thank you, Nick.
Troy has said great voice and great song.
Oh, thanks, Troy.
And Caitlin said you can see how Facebook might have influenced you. Yeah. I was saying to Caitlin said that when I left the screen, the echoing went away. But I think it's because we've both got something going on with the connection tonight. It echoes sometimes when that happens. I'm very sorry. Again, Facebook, Sharna Burcher. On Facebook, they can jump over and give that a like, can follow you. Do you have Instagram?
I do, which is Sharna Burcher as well.
Excellent. So head over to Instagram and Facebook and give it a like. I know that this is a bit of a patchy show. I'm so sorry. But please, when you finish, if you haven't heard the recorded version of Backwoods Town, you've got to check it out because it is great. It's really good, and you'll love it. And are going to be any more singles before the album release?
I'm hoping so. Yeah. So before the album's released, I'll probably drop another single. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. You haven't got long.
No, I haven't. I'm running out of time. It's not good.
Oh, dear. Well, I hope that we get to have you back, and I hope we can fix this so we can do a full 30-minute show and maybe have another song. That would be wonderful as well if we could. I know you're about to go on holiday, so I can't wait to hear how that goes as well. I know you're heading to do some wine tasting, and I'm very jealous.
I'm looking forward to the wine tasting.
Yeah, I think you should post some of those just to, tell us where's good to go.
I will.
Have you got any Facebook Lives coming?
Not soon, no. Only because holidays and, yeah, if I can fit one in between now and Christmas, I will.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so people can keep an eye out if they like and follow your page. It should give them a notification. And we've got a couple more comments. Kaylin said great performance and she tell her friends about you and tries to keep. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, guys. We won't keep going and hold you up with the sound problems, but thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for being for us, Sharna. It is wonderful. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. So tune in then and hopefully we'll have these sound issues fixed. But in the meantime, keep going and tune in to Sharna's music page and give it a like. Thanks. Thank you, Sharna.
Thank you.